one thing that was interesting, I think we start off with Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell spoke on Calvin Shepard and him finally getting a chance to sit down and go play by play, cut by cut, and sit down and discuss where they want the defense to go. And some of the things that he was saying was that they had to sit down and see if guys were playing roles that they didn't have enough they didn't have enough they shouldn't be playing, or they were doing too much for what was them. And what do you think about Dan Campbell revamping the offense and going over it and sitting down with Shep?
You got it,
Uh,
Marcus.
um, man, uh, I love Dan Campbell. I love what he has turned this Lions team into. But one
Yes.
thing that we haven't seen consistently is a shutdown, top, hell, I mean top 15 defense. Um, they've shown spurts, they've shown flashes. They've put together a couple games, but a lot of times when you really feel like you can count on them, that's when they let you down. That's when the offense steps up, and then when you think you count on the offense, the defense falls down. So, you know, I'm when it comes to the defense this upcoming season, I need them to go out. I think it's about personnel, right? I think the whole biting kneecaps and everything. People toss that around and whatnot, but I think if as far as the schematics and sitting down with Shep and all of that, it's really going to come down to who are they getting in free agency and who are they drafting. Are they drafting violent players? Brian Branch was like probably the last violent player that they drafted, and Brian Branch turned out to be
We need
great.
physicality. We need
Yeah,
physicality. I'm with you.
yeah. Go
I'm with
ahead.
you. Now, my thing is, a lot of what you said, I'm rolling with you, MJ. I feel like Dan Campbell, the offense, we was rolling. I feel like we had some real good. We had some good spurts. We had a couple good seasons. But my thing is, like you said, the defense. We ain't got no calling card. Well, we don't know what we gonna get week to week. One week we shutting guys down. Next week we can't stop nobody. This is not against just elite teams. A lot of times I felt like we was playing down to the competition. I also feel like going back to Dan Campbell, what's killing me is going forward on all these fourth downs and we not converting. When we converting, that's one thing, but you gotta be more flexible when it comes to those things. I just feel like I'm with having the balls to make the call. But where's the flexibility when it's not working? We got to go another route. We can't just run right into the wall, and that's my problem with it. And as far as the defense, man, we need some players.
We
We
need
need
some
some
players.
real pieces, and we need players that's gonna be on the fucking field.
That too.
You
Real
know what I
quick,
mean? That's the thing, man.
real quick,
So
real quick. I'll say, you got all your money is tied up into Hutchinson, and more than likely, it's pretty much guaranteed that Jack Campbell is going to get that extension. So
right,
Jack Campbell and Hutchinson being your top paid guys, and I mean you could throw Lee McNeil in there too. Like they're great players, but Jack Campbell, I mean Jack Campbell, when they had a vision for what Jack Campbell could be,
how,
Jack
how
Campbell,
much? How much is he making?
he's not making nothing yet. He due for an
He
extension.
he on a
Okay.
rookie contract, but
Yeah.
he probably get extended this year. He probably get extended
What
like
But
this
I mean,
season.
okay, I'm gonna be honest. Even if he did, is that a deal breaker? Are we feeling like all of a sudden we don't make the playoffs because we don't got Jack Campbell no more?
But that's what I'm saying. Like Jack Campbell and Aiden Hutchinson, of course you want them on the field, but are they changing the game? I guess is my question.
I
For
think
me,
Jack
go
Jack,
ahead,
Jack
go
Campbell
ahead.
was probably Jack Campbell was probably the best linebacker on the field last year. Um, um, after Fred Warner got hurt, Jack Campbell was the guy. Jack Campbell was making a hell of five plays. You know what I'm saying? And to go back to
Oh,
to the
hold on, hold
original
on, hold on.
question,
Wait, I just want to ask you one second. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. On the best linebacker on the field in the NFL?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. What is going on right now? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on, wait a second, man. Maybe maybe the light shining in my eye. Ain't no way. No, man. No, not negative, man. No. Al Shear for the Texans. Man, no.
I think it's somewhere in the middle. I think it's somewhere in the middle.
Serviceable, yes. Pretty good, yes. Best
I
linebacker in
mean,
the NFL.
He
look at
definitely
his
top. Definitely
look at
top
his
five.
look at
He
look at his
definitely top five.
numbers.
He definitely top 5 in
So Michael
tackles.
Parsons doesn't ring a bell.
Michael Parsons is a DN. Michael
He a
Parsons is an
linebacker.
edge.
He a
He an
linebacker. He's playing
edge.
edge rusher. He's a linebacker.
He's an
But,
edge.
but nevertheless, what about Algier for Houston? What about my man out there in Denver? No, man. No.
Look up his numbers, man, and compare them.
I got to. I haven't done
Yeah.
that, and you got me right there, and I'm not going to say I have. I'm going to do it. When we come back on the next one, I'm going to give you 5 linebackers that I would take over him in heartbeat. Give you 5.
Jack
Gotcha.
Campbell, I would say Jack Campbell is the Jared Goff of linebackers. Like
Oh,
he's top
Lord.
5. He top 5 in every statistic. But like, would I go out of my way to be like, man, this defense would be so much better with Jack Campbell? Like, I don't want to knock Jack Campbell.
Translate. That's my problem with it. Maybe the numbers are there, but sometimes, man, they go further than numbers. I'm not watching a lot of Lions games, and I'm looking and saying, "Damn, Jack Campbell saved that win. Jack Campbell,
there you go.
He changed the game. Jack Campbell made that play, and we got off the field. I ain't heard Jack Campbell's name in a meaningful moment all season.
No, that's crazy talk. Now, I would say if you talking about coverage, yeah, but Jack Campbell stopped a plethora of plays in the backfield, plenty
I'm
of them.
talking about game-changing, big play moment.
Yeah.
When Jack Campbell was the guy who.
Yes. Jack
I
Campbell.
got to see it. I got to see it. Now, if he done that, then I can look at it differently. But as far as what I'm seeing, I watched a lot of Lions games. As far as what I'm seeing, I didn't see that. Not to say he wasn't good. Not to say he wasn't out there balling. But to say that he changed the game, that he had an impact on, I don't
Jack
feel
Campbell,
that. I don't feel like
the tush push has never been stopped. Jack Campbell was the main reason they got stopped 3 times when we played the Eagles.
What did he get us?
Huh?
What did he get us? I mean,
What did he?
You gonna give me 3? So you telling me he the best linebacker in the NFL off 3 tush push stop plays? That's his hallmark. What game?
No. You asked me for an example, and I gave you an example.
Yeah, but that ain't. I need more. I mean, that's good. That's really good.
I can't sit here and go through all 17 games and tell you every moment that the nigga did something.
You can give me 3 games. Give me 3 games. Give me 3.
I ain't about to give you 3 games. I gave you an example. I mean, we ain't got time. I ain't about to go game by game.
Let me ask y'all real quick, both of y'all.
Go ahead. What up?
If you had to say, now you can't say Brian Branch because he not out for the whole season, but he ain't coming back no time soon.
Okay.
Who on the Detroit Lions would you categorize as the most violent player on their defense?
Aiden Hutchinson.
That's
No.
fair. Who would you say?
Besides Brian Branch is Jack Campbell.
Wow. Okay.
Who you think, MJ?
I don't think they have. That's my whole thing, man. I don't think they have a guy like. But if I had to pick somebody, get down and dirty. Shit, it was Roy Lopez.
I got nothing. I can't even.
I'm in agreement, man. That's my whole argument. My whole argument is you can sit down and go over.
It ain't Jack Campbell. We know that. That's all I'm gonna say. We know it. I know you know it.
It ain't Aiden Hutchinson either because half the time
it probably ain't. I ain't gonna lie.
Aiden Hutchinson don't even get there half the time. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I know he never get. Listen, he never getting there, and that's another thing I was gonna say. All that money he get, but only thing I would say is that he ain't got no help. He can't get there because he getting doubled. And we had another. At least he ain't got to be a premier rusher. We had another rusher that dropped.
All them guys getting double. Miles Garrett getting double. Shit. Max
I mean, he
Crosby
probably
getting
getting
double.
triple. I mean, who else you have up there? It's other than Myles Garrett. You got other pieces. Cleveland as a whole is a really good defense. Top 5. Really, I mean, after Aiden Hutchinson, and even if I give you Jack Campbell, what mean, and the other niggas that's injured, who we got?
Yeah, so that's where we at. So you can talk about
for real.
You can talk
And
about the
even if
schematic.
okay, I give you because Anzalone ain't doing that much for real. He's straight. You know what I'm
Anzalone out
saying?
of there.
And listen,
Anzalone
this what I'm gonna say this too, though, Bruce. Listen, I'm say this
Anzalone is a
too.
cover.
Yeah, but look, I'm gonna say this too. You ranking Aiden Hutchinson with Anzalone. I mean not Aiden Hutchinson. Jack Campbell with Anzalone. It ain't like it's really somebody across from him that's really doing something that really it's hard to. Of course he look good. Look at my man ain't doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So he look even better.
Who?
But if it was somebody
You talking
better
about
playing
Anzalone?
yeah, Anzalone, yeah.
Anzalone was the best cover linebacker in the league.
Well, why? Okay, listen. Okay, let me ask you this then, bros. If that's the case, then if what's the name? If Jack Campbell is the best linebacker and Anzalone is the best cover linebacker, then what the hell wrong with our defense? And we got Hutchinson, and we got somebody help me out now.
Yeah,
Where was he covering? Where was he covering when we was getting rained on all season and we won like 6 games? Where was they stopping? Where was he stopping anybody?
I don't
see it, Bruce.
When you cut me off, I was getting ready to say it. I was getting ready to say it in my initial statement what I thought the problem with the defense was.
Hit me with
it. Our linebackers were fine. You know what I'm saying? Our linebackers were fine this year. If you want to look for it, if you want to look for, I can agree with that. I can say we need a little bit more speed.
That's the thing about them. You know what? They ain't bad linebackers. That's just the speed. And the game is so much of a speed thing and motion.
Yeah,
they're too slow. That's the thing.
Yeah, and that was my hit on Jack Campbell when we first drafted him. I wanted someone who was a bit faster. I thought Jack Campbell was a perfect linebacker, but I thought he was just too slow.
That's my knock on him. You know what? What did I think about it? That's probably my problem with the whole thing. With them, they're too slow. And if you stretch them out, they're gonna get cooked. And yeah, they coming in, they landing wood. You know what I'm saying? And Anzalone is a good cover, but I ain't gonna lie, Bruce. I couldn't tell that, and them gotta have a game.
Well, the problem that Anzalone had is when he got matched up with somebody who was speedier than him. When he got matched up with somebody that was out of his range.
That happened a whole hell of a lot, though. Yeah, but it happened a lot, so much that it happened so much to him that.
Not him specifically. It happened to. It was our corners that was getting beat most of the time. It was the replacement corners, and that was my point. That was my original point. So I agree with y'all that we need players on the field, and our defense did show flashes of being a good defense when we started on the field at the beginning of the season. We showed flashes of being a good defense, but immediately everybody started getting hurt. And we ended up having to put the replacements on the field. And then and our defensive line wasn't getting enough pressure, was putting more pressure on our secondary, which started to get hurt. And then so I agree with y'all that we need players that's gonna stay on the field out there. The players are a big part. But I think the more bigger than that is once those guys started getting hurt, Calvin Shepard, who was looking good at the beginning of the season, who people were talking about, oh, Calvin Shepard is taking his defense and he's gonna be up for a head coaching job. LSU looking at him, he doing so good at the defensive coordinator. But when people start getting hurt and he had to start putting replacements out there and people started adjusting to his defense, he had no answer. So more so than just drafting or getting personnel out there, I think that the scheme is a big part of what was going to make this bring this offense, this defense to the next level. And the fact that Calvin Shepard wasn't making adjustments in the games, was a big factor in that, and that brings us back to what Dan Campbell was talking about.
I want to say two short things. Took you entirely too long to tell that story, baby. No, but man, in all honesty, if I'm being real with you, nobody got more reasons for why the Lions ain't getting it done than you, Bruce. I mean, when we come down to no. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm your brother. I'm saying it right. We come down to it.
I'm saying this is.
I can't wrestle you.
I'm,
I can't wrestle you down on it. Cause you go listen. Let me get it off. No, let me get this off. I can't wrestle you down on it, baby. Because no matter what I say, you gonna have another out, and you probably right because the lines is in your heart, in your blood. I'm just saying.
I'm saying we analyzing here, right? So I got to say what the
I'm not.
I got to say what the problems are. I'm telling you what the problems are.
I hear you, but
Tell me where anything I just said was wrong.
I wouldn't say it was wrong. I just feel like that you got way more optimism than anybody else on it.
How is that? How is that optimistic?
I ain't saying it's wrong. All that's optimism, all of that. Because look, listen, Dan Campbell saying that.
How is what I said optimistic? I said that Calvin Shepard wasn't making adjustments. I said that the defense got hurt.
It ain't all on Calvin Shepard. What about Dan Campbell not making adjustments, calling on them damn fourth downs, and we ain't getting them?
What does Dan Campbell calling fourth downs have to do with the defense? We talking about defense.
What they got to do with Calvin Shepard? It ain't just about Calvin Shepard. What I'm saying
we talking about the defense. Calvin Shepard runs the defense.
I'm just saying, but hold on. We touched on Dan Campbell earlier. That's when I was talking about the fourth down. We touched on him earlier. That's how he got drug into it. We ain't going to exclude him.
Free.
So we can bring it home. Basically, we could go around and say, to sum it up, scale of 1 to 10. How much confidence do you got that Kelvin Shepard is the right guy for the job? Scale of 1 to 10. Is my question, so I'll lead it off. I'll say I think he started off good last year. I think that he had a rough end to the season. I didn't think his predecessor, Aaron Glenn, was the greatest defensive mind. I thought Aaron Glenn was a great motivator, and that's where his bread was buttered at. But as far as X's and O's, I wasn't too crazy about his schematics. So, I mean, that's the guy that taught Kelvin Shepard. So, and Kelvin Shepard is not a bad motivator, but he's no Aaron Glenn either. So, right now, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. They ended the year playing zone, and it worked great in a meaningless game. So, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm praying he takes that, what he learned in them last games to the next season. I'm at a 6 with Kelvin Shepard.
I say I'm about at a 7. I liked his original schemes that he was working out. But his failure to be able to adjust to defensive schemes and experienced quarterbacks was a complete failure last year. His a failure to adjust to the players that he lost and draw up a new scheme for them was a complete failure last year. But I think it was his first season as a defensive coordinator, and I think that just like Dan Campbell said, he it was a learning experience. I think that Dan Campbell will be more involved in helping them figure out the defense this year, and hopefully he can improve from that. But I got to see it first.
Yeah, I'm at a 3. I'm shaky as shit about it. I didn't see enough for nothing. I mean, really, actually, our offense was pretty. Our offense is closer to being prolific than anything else on our team as a whole. And I feel like just if the defense had just been comparable, we could have got out with some of them games. With a loss, with a win. I just feel like that. I don't want to see us getting guys, turning them the first year defensive coordinator. I want us to get the right guy, man. Why we got the team? Why we got a chance to really do it? I feel like they're gonna play around, and it's gonna take too many years to get the other side of the ball together, and we're gonna be back to where we was at, bro. And that's my problem with it. In some kind of way, we end up just short of greatness. I don't want to hit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to hear that shit. To be honest with you, I hear all that, and it pisses me off because 2 years ago, bro, I thought we was finna go to the fucking Super Bowl. And I was as happy as I ever been. I was as proud as I ever been as a fucking Lions fan. So for us to go from that to now we ain't even making the playoffs again, and then when I'm on the phone and I got to hear one of my guys talking me to fucking death with all this optimism, I really don't want to hear that bullshit. I am just gonna be honest. But it is what it
Hey,
is. I respect, and
hey,
that's no
hey,
disrespect. That's my I said what
you
I said, Bruce. I said it.
gonna hear
I'm not
it
going out. I
forever.
said it,
You gonna
and
hear it
I stood
forever.
on it on it. And
Try to stop me.
this
Try to
is how I
stop me.
feel. I know I can't stop you. But that's what I said. What I said. But man, that's how I feel about this shit. If I'm being honest, we on here, we analyzing. Y'all, you know what I'm saying, gonna be a little bit more technical. I'm just gonna bring it pure from the heart, man. Hey, look, that's how I feel about it. I love the Lions, and I want us to get over the hump. But I feel like we taking 2 steps backward with all this
I
shit.
get I get you,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
okay,
Like for real, bro.
so tell me this. Like what do you feel? Why do you give them a 3? Why do you feel that you had a 3?
Our record number one. And the same, this is what I'm gonna do. And that's why I said you don't want me to do my homework because it's gonna really get intense. Take these goddamn glasses off. No, let my hand go. Listen, let me do my homework. We're gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you the exact games where I feel because I know the games. I was watching the games and we couldn't get off the field against teams where the quarterbacks wasn't even that great. We should have won some of them damn games. And I feel like if he was at least halfway to what we need him to be, we should have got out there. I ain't saying all of them should have been W's. A couple of them, man, he should have got us home. And I feel
Here's what I'll say. To go back to your point of you don't feel like it's a sense of urgency. Now, me and Bruce did that episode, and we talked about is Kelvin Shepard really the right guy for the job? Because we right here, and do we have time to essentially groom him into being the guy? Like, why are we grooming this guy when we
nope.
could just go out and go get a guy? So
That's what
I'm
I'm
with you.
saying.
I'm with you on that point. But then
Yep.
you said that Dan Campbell talked. Brad Holmes also talked, and they asked Brad Holmes about the Super Bowl window, and that's a term that he does not like, and he believes that the Super Bowl window is not closing. They got time and all of this. So, I mean, he pretty much told you, Freeze, that ain't no sense of urgency, man. We got time. How y'all feel
And
about that?
that's for me, that's him protecting his job. What else he gonna say? If he get up here and say it's 2-3 window, that mean the clock ticking. That means you got to put a. So of course he gonna say something like that. So when he don't put the Super Bowl team on the field, the window's still open, man. The window ain't gonna still be open. That's bullshit. That's a lot of it is too much BS, and that's what's gonna keep us out of it. The
Yeah, but
court.
I don't think that's protecting his job either because if he don't get it done in the next couple windows while St. Brown and JMO and Panay in their prime, then
I'm saying
he's
in the
essentially
court of
going.
public opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like to the people, like it not fully protecting his job, but in a way, it's giving him more time because he already know he ain't got no urgency anyway. So like, if he say the reverse, then that'd be everywhere. Like the Lions say, the time is now. The Lions are going all in. He's not going to say anything like that because he's not going all in. He's not going to make them moves, and it's going to be what it is. But it's a way of like pacifying the situation. You know what I'm saying? Versus like going all in. You know, some teams, some years, some teams going all in where it's noted. They you know what I'm saying, they looking for free agents, they making all the necessary moves like the Broncos when they have Peyton Manning, or I can go on and on. The Bucks when they had Brady or whoever.
Well, check it
Shit, the
out.
Jets when they had Rodgers.
Well,
So
check it out. Speaking of Brad Holmes and the window that he was talking about, because I think that this year does need to have a sense of urgency. Another thing that he mentioned and that goes along with what he was saying. He was talking about Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph, and he mentioned that Kirby Joseph they didn't really know where Kirby Joseph's injury was at right now. He did not say he was fine. He said he's probably gonna need another month to really assess him and see how it was going. But that news doesn't sound good. And then they asked him about Taylor Decker, and they didn't know what Taylor Decker was gonna do. And he said he was gonna give Taylor Decker some time to figure out what they was gonna do, and they would make their moves based on what they found out about these guys. Well, shortly after that, Taylor Decker put out on social media that he will be returning to the Lions, and that got me to thinking that because I was all gung ho about us drafting a offensive tackle if Taylor Decker retired, So that puts me back on the boat of now edge is my first priority. Either that or since Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph not going to be there, I wouldn't even be mad at us taking the safety. How does that change y'all? What y'all feel about how we draft with the news about Kirby and Taylor Decker?
Who are our starting quarterbacks?
Corners.
Right now, our starting cornerbacks is DJ Reed and Terrion Arnold.
I like Terry. I like Terry. DJ Reed wasn't bad last year. They wasn't bad. They wasn't bad. Yeah, you know what?
DJ Reed was awful. DJ Reed was awful.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, he was the one getting cooked. Yeah, because the one game, what's the name? Went threw on him 5 times in a row. Yeah. He done. But Terrion, I like his grittiness. Terrion edgy as hell. They said he kidnapped. This off the record. But they said he kidnapped somebody. I just seen it in the news today. He kidnapped somebody, broke into his house or his Airbnb or something, stole something, and dog kidnapped him and robbed him and everything.
Yeah.
Terrion.
It's supposed to be his cousin. It's supposed to be somebody that they said it was his cousin, but his camp came out and said that he had no association with them. He is not related to them.
Okay, so it wasn't him.
The Airbnb was just registered to him.
Okay,
so his name is.
I'm like, yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, it was a little more than that. So the Airbnb was his, and he had like $10,000 to $15,000 worth of property in that Airbnb, and somebody broke in and stole that. And once they broke in and stole that, he filed a police report that they broke into his Airbnb. Terrion Arnold. They broke into his Airbnb and they took his stuff. And then afterwards, it just so happened that 2 guys that claim association with Terrion Arnold and a whole circle of people that have been linked to Terrion Arnold all basically tracked these people down, kidnapped them, and attempted to get
okay. That sounds a little bit more reasonable, MJ. You see how much dressing he put on it? He gonna find a way. He gonna find a way. Hey.
So I don't know, man. They trying to get to the bottom of it, but
I believe he did everything they said he did. No, I'm playing. I'm just joking, man. I'm joking. Totally joking.
Terrible, but it don't look good either.
So, it don't look good. But it sounded crazy to me.
But to answer your question, the answer for right now is Terrion Arnold, DJ Reed, and maybe if he can stay healthy and get on the field in his Rakestraw.
Yeah.
We need corners. Terrion Arnold probably going to jail. And
he might be suspended. He might be suspended a couple games though.
No, I'm just joking, but yeah, he might got some shit coming out of the pipe. And you said what DJ Reed was, man. We need corners. We need defensive backs.
I'm saying
and we need another rusher. I mean,
so Terrion is fine.
I like Terrion.
DJ Reed is acceptable for now, but we don't have any safeties.
No, hold on, Bruce. No. Okay, I need you to come back to me. You just told me the man was terrible. Hold on. That's not the same. We can't do that, nah. You just said the man was terrible. I don't know for sure. I misspoke on it. So I'm going with you on it.
I'm saying that he's that position. At least he's there. Brian Branch and Kirby aren't there.
You gonna put it on there, ain't you? You gonna save it anytime. So now he ain't you walking it back. So okay, so he's not terrible.
No, he is terrible, but I'm saying we don't. I mean, at least there's somebody to play that position. There's no safeties.
He's a warm body. Corner. How we gonna win with a terrible corner though? He
a warm body.
I'm saying, how we gonna win? We don't have no safeties.
Okay, but look, we got 2.
We only got so many. We only got so many picks. You can't pick everybody.
Linebacker. So I just want to understand. You wanted the defense to get better.
Anzalone probably not coming back.
He gone. Oh, that's good because he's too slow. Okay, I hate to say it. I'm saying it. Okay, we got Jack Campbell. We know he gonna be his speed. He good everywhere else, but we know in the speed game that's gonna be edgy for us. So that's a threat. Terrion, he probably might get suspended. Something might go on with that. We don't know what's going on. And then DJ Reader, one of our safeties ain't coming back. I back in. It don't, and nothing else gonna matter.
2 of our safeties not coming. We don't have any safeties.
To me, all of it's messed up. and it's
It
too
is.
many pieces to get
It's too
together.
many pieces. It's too many pieces. Like I was tiptoeing
Too many
around it.
pieces.
I
I
was
don't see it,
tiptoeing around
dog.
the last episode, but I mean, at this point, man, I might as well go ahead and say it. And it's not gonna happen.
Nope.
It's not even a pipe dream. It's just
We
not what's
gonna
gonna
be getting
happen.
cooked. Oh, the back ain't no man. We ain't gonna be able to stop a cold. Well,
It,
we ain't gonna be able to stop a cold, bro. It's all
you're
I'm
not
telling you
gonna
now.
you're not gonna be able to
So
fill. You're not gonna be able to fill in all the gaps that this team has.
We got
And
and we
it's
got the
almost
worst
like
gaps, bro.
it's almost like
but
you need to
but that's
punt. You need to punt on this season.
yeah, that's why I'm saying that your most important positions I feel to fill in on defense would be your edge and your safeties because you don't have a edge or safeties right now.
But I'm saying though, if you do a safety, if you draft a safety, that's assuming that you're done with Brian Branch.
Well, Brian Branch will come back. No, I think that you're done with. I think that you're not sure if you're done with Kirby or not. Brian Branch will be back, but he won't be back until December.
That's what I'm saying. You got to punt on this season. Like this season, what we got is what we got. It's no sense of trying to piece it all together because, yeah, you're right. On defense, we need all types of stuff. Edge and I'm gonna say secondary. I'm not gonna say safety. I'm not big on them drafting a safety in the
No,
top 2 picks, but
no,
I will
hell
say
no.
a secondary player. I want a linebacker, like y'all said, a fast linebacker that's violent and will hit.
Yep.
I want that. That's the top 2-3 pick, top 1-2-3 pick. I want an edge.
Cover corner.
I hate to
We
say
need
it,
at
man.
least
I hate to
one
say it.
lockdown corner.
We need a lockdown corner. I've been trying to
At
get
least
that.
one.
I've been
Straight up
getting up on that.
lockdown.
They need a defensive tackle. Roy Lopez was your best defensive tackle last year, and I believe he a free agent. I think he leaving. He going to go get some money. And you use your first round pick last year on Tyler Williams, who didn't do much of anything last year. He was
Exactly. Yeah,
a
you
ledger
nothing.
run stopper. So you need another defensive tackle. You need so many pieces at impact. You need so many impact players at positions
That's
that it's
the part.
like you might
Keyword.
as well go ahead
Impact
and
player.
get you the best offensive lineman and the best defensive lineman you can get in this draft. Fill in the holes wherever, whatever with the rest of the draft. And like as far as like spending big money in free agency, I wouldn't even do it. I just go out there with this team, let Dan Campbell coach them up, and let the chips fall where they may. And we got to tackle it again next year when we got more cap space and more of a rhythm on defense and offense.
I don't know about that one. I don't know. It's no answer. But if you talking about punting on the season for the season to even start, shit. Shit. That's tough.
I told you
Nah,
it's not gonna happen, man. But I'm
I,
telling you,
I just said it's killing me that we moving backward. You gonna hit me with that?
it's not
And then
gonna happen. But
why Bruce come in here and clean it up? What, Bruce? Go ahead and come with it, baby. Talk to me, baby. I know he about to be
yeah,
hitting me with it. He got something.
yeah. I disagree with putting on the season. I think if you put on the season,
Hell no.
you just
I'm with you, Bruce. I'm with Bruce. We can't punt the season.
Putting
God
on the
yeah.
damn.
If
season
you
means you're going out there with Jared Goff, with Amon-Ra St. Brown, J-Mo,
Yeah.
Gibbs. I mean, Laporta coming
well,
back. I'm not saying go out there and bench Goff the
Well, we
whole
better
year.
figure it out and put up 40 points a game then. If we can't stop
well,
nobody, then turn up the offense. They better
well,
figure
well,
something
well,
out.
one thing that I do agree with Freeze is that our offense is the key. You fix that. You fix the middle of that line. You get a good center out there,
Turn the
and
offense
you
up.
you can make it. You can make it to the playoffs.
We can
The question,
outscore majority of the teams if we do that. Because that's how we're gonna have to win
yeah,
anyway. You know what I'm
you just
saying?
need you just need your defense. And I've said this before. You just need your defense to make plays when they need to make plays. They don't got to
Couple
be
plays,
that
couple key
that
plays. Get off the field
yeah
on third down, third and long,
yeah
third and medium. That's all we
yeah
need. But if the
yeah
offense rolling, the other team gonna be scared to death anyway, because offense rolling. So
and
that'll give us. We got to be a juggernaut on offense though. We got to come back
and
with it.
you already know Ennis Rakestraw was my guy, so we can get him on the field. I would love to have him on the field over DJ Reed.
I like the way you do business. So okay, hey, get anybody over DJ Reed with what you said about him. That's why I was like, we can't walk that back. We got to do something. I don't give a damn if we just go to free agency and get somebody that's just serviceable, for real serviceable.
I
Not
mean, I don't think you can go to free agency to replace him because you already paid him.
oh well, yeah, we stuck there. Wait, I mean them NFL contracts though. No, there's always a wiggle room on that. This the NFL. This ain't like the NBA. It's wiggle room. They can cut and minimize the hit. I'm sure
Yeah,
they didn't give him no arm and leg, did they?
DJ Reed had a 3-year contract, I think. So I'm sure you if you cut him, you get 2 years of dead cap.
Yeah. How much you think? I don't think he had no crazy deal though, do you?
I don't think it was crazy,
What
but
you
it's
talking about,
probably
DJ Reed?
DJ
What
Reed.
y'all trying to do? What y'all trying to do with him
If you cut DJ Reed, what's the dead cap?
right now? This upcoming season,
Yeah.
26 million.
Shit. No, can't do that. Well,
The Lions punt on this season. I know punt is a strong word. I'm just saying.
that's a real bad word.
I'm just saying though.
I'm about to start sweating and it's nice out here.
If you punt on the season, then you lose all the momentum that you built up the years before. You know what I'm saying?
Not making the playoffs.
You already missed the playoffs last year.
Not making the playoffs fucked up that momentum. like
yeah, but I mean,
that hurt that momentum bad.
But I mean, but you can have a year like the Eagles had, where the Eagles didn't make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
You
can.
Your offense is
good enough. Your offense is good enough to get you back there. You know what I'm saying?
The Lions ain't the Eagles though. The
Lions not the Eagles. The Eagles make big moves, right? The Eagles go out and get AJ Brown.
They go get Saquon
Barkley.
And
the Lions go out and get Tim Patrick.
I just hate.
I'm telling you, man. I think with your first pick, you get a defensive end. With your second pick, you get a safety. And then you fill in.
You in this safety, man. We not getting no safety, bro.
I'm sorry, trying to tell him, man. He stuck on the
safety. You gotta let him go, baby. We gotta get somebody. Man. We gotta go stiff round for the safety. We gotta get lucky and get somebody good who under the radar, bro.
Get your center. You get your center from free.
You grab safety in free agency.
Yeah, you can get somebody. You can get a safety, bro.
Safety.
The thing is, Gibbs is a home run hitter. You know what I'm saying? So like he'll hit that home run play for you. But there were games this year when David Montgomery was having a better game than Gibbs, and they wouldn't give David Montgomery the ball.
And the coach couldn't saw that. He need two other guys to come in and make that call.
I mean,
he needs two other guys. I mean, you see it. You don't get paid millions of dollars. You can make this call. You see it. I think so. Coach couldn't just say, "Hold on, this is the man who going for it on 4th and 27. This is the man who going for it." He couldn't come in and say, give Montgomery the ball. We need two other guys in the building and a whole other scheme. And man, it's bullshit. It better work. We better rush for 500 yards again. It better work. We better have two 2,000-yard rushers.
So according to Kafka, from what he's saying, he's just he gonna help Petzing out with the passing scheme and stand back and let him do his thing, but he's there to assist him.
I don't like it. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. It's majority of this shit. I don't like it. I don't like where we going with the coordinator shit on the defense. That shit better work. I don't like the 5 guys calling the Mike Dick run the ball offense. I don't like it, man. And I don't like where we at with the pieces we need and what we ain't got. I just feel like all of us getting out of whack. And I ain't heard nothing. Maybe I'm totally wrong.
No,
maybe that's why they paid them the big bucks. No. Maybe we all wrong here. No, that's why they paid them the big bucks. We know nothing, and it's gonna be wrong.
Bruce, I'll let you go. Bruce, I'm gonna say where Freeze say that you look at it, optimism and all of this and all of that. It is a level of optimism, but it's more so that it's just the thing that nobody wants to think about. Nobody wants to think about it because we all look at this and be like, man, these dudes have been in the league. These are highly intelligent individuals. They getting paid millions of dollars. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to sit there and be like, damn, what these motherfuckers is wrong. and that's something that always kind of floats under the radar. And the way that they're going out, hey, let's go get Kafka. He's real smart. Hey, this Pessin guy is smart too. It's like we ain't studied for the test, and the test is coming up, and we just got
we need the social shit. We need everything. They throw us like what is going on right now? I'm not understanding the logic behind some of this. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Like I feel like now we trying everything. We trying anything. We trying anything, but hey, let's open up the bank. Let's go sign the best players available in free agency. Let's make some moves that we haven't made. Let's bring in a coordinator that's proven. That's, you know what I'm saying? We ain't shaking up. We ain't doing none of that.
Nah.
All this fucking new character. We got 17 coordinators.
Detroit basketball.